And the last game that we have on this episode is Gizmos.
Designed by Phil Walker Harding. Nobody wants credit for drawing this, and is published by CMON.
So Gizmos is a prototype. I mean, it was pretty much finished prototype almost, except for a few components that Eric and I played at Origins. My internet's down. I don't really need it. It's a game that we played at Origins just this past week, and well, let me tell you how it plays. So basically, it is a Splendor style game in which you're doing engine building with colors. With colors. So you have this big vat of marbles in the middle of the table, and that's going to spew out a line of 6 marbles. And this is what you're going to use as resources to do all your actions. You have this little kind of like a player board in front of you that's kind of long, and it has all the different type of actions you can take. And essentially, when you buy cards from the middle of the table, there's like a 1, 2, and a 3 level of cards. And on the back, it tells you kind of roughly what the resource cost in marbles they range from. So when you buy a card, and there's also a display next to each one. So you kind of see some, but you can do a research action to like top deck a bunch of them and pick one. Anyway, you're going to buy these cards, put them into your tableau, and they're going to give you abilities. So on your turn, you can do a couple of things. You can, and Eric, chime in because I don't remember all of them now that the internet's down.
Oh, yeah.
But I know you can take a marble from the display, one of those 6, right? You can take a build action, in which case you spend marbles to build a card that's on display in the middle of the table, or one that you have filed. You can do a file action where you grab a card from the middle and put it on top of your file. So it's kind of like in Splendor where you reserve a card, essentially. You can do a research action, which you have these starting values on how many marbles you can carry, how many research cards you can look at when you do the research action. And there's one more that how many you can have in your file.
In your folder or your file.
Yeah, how many you can reserve basically at a time. So when you do the research action, you can top deck from one of the decks. I think it's like 3 at default, unless you raise it. So you look at 3 of them, you choose one that you want, and you either build it immediately or you can file it. Now, obviously, you have a limit to the number that you can have filed. It starts at 1. Past that, you can have 5 marbles at a given time unless you increase that through cards. So what you're trying to do, though, is to make this engine to where you build, like say you file a card. Well, then when you file a card, maybe another card triggers that allows you to take a random gem from the top of the vat, right? Because
marble.
I said gem. Splinter. So you can take a marble from the vat. So you reach in and grab it. Oh, you grabbed a red. So maybe now that you grabbed a red, it triggers another ability that allows you to get any color that you want. So you grab a blue. Now you have another ability that allows you to grab, so that's the kind of thing you're trying to do. Obviously, in the beginning of the game, you don't do much on your turn.
Right.
As it goes along, you get more and more stuff. The game will go into a set. I don't remember how many points it is in the real game, but I think we played to 10.
Yeah, but you don't count the one that you start with.
Right, you don't count the 0. I don't think you count any of the zeros.
I heard a different one. They played up to 16. So I'm not sure if we played a shorter game or...
Yes.
Okay.
I think 16 is the correct value.
Amount of cards.
Well, not amount of cards, but victory points. Because each one might be 1, 2, 3, 4 points. So you play to somebody has just like in Splendor where you have 15 actual points.
Did we play to points or did we play to cards? Now I don't remember.
We played to points.
Okay.
Anyway, the game will just keep going, but super fast. You just do something, it's the next player's turn. They do something, it's the next player's turn. It's really, really quick. Mm-hmm. Did you get to see anything about this one?
Yeah, I watched a video on it.
All right, what'd you think about that?
It looks like an engine builder.
Yeah.
It looks like you're trying to get it to where you got combo off a combo, and eventually you're just doing all kinds of crazy stuff on your turn. So. Yep,
that pretty much is the game. Eric, what'd you think about this one?
No, I liked it a lot.
It seems like Eric's kind of game.
Yeah, I kind of liked Potion Explosion, which we just played that not too long ago. So I was kind of looking forward to this one because it kind of looks the same, but you only have the one row instead. You don't do the same thing as a Potion Explosion where you grab one, you try to clank them together.
Right.
So they removed that, but this one is more about doing combos and building that engine. So you're going to do one action which allows you to do these 3 actions, and so at the beginning of the game, you're going to pick a marble, but, later at the end, you're going to pick a marble, which lets you pick 6 different marbles. So you're going to be doing it quite a bit. Sometimes it is a lot to kind of keep track of, okay, I get to do this and this, and this. So, but it was fun. I do like the games where you get to do a lot in your turn, like Dominion. Once you got your Dominion engine going,
right?
You get to do so much. So, no, I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I liked it quite a bit. I think that it's going to be a little bit more expensive, if I'm guessing, because I don't know.
I think it's going to be like $30 or $35 or something.
Oh, that's not that cool stuff price. So it's like a $50 game.
Yeah,
but I wonder if the marbles, like if those are prototypes, or if they actually going to be. Is a potion explosion actually marbles, like glass? You can shatter them on the ground.
Yes, because we had a busted one in our box. If you remember that.
Oh, okay, cool. This was like plastic.
It looked like they were porous, or maybe had a weird texture in them or something, or
bubbles.
Bubbles. Okay, that's what it was.
Yeah, they were infused with bubbles. I really hope that the ones that when the game comes out, that it's actually glass.
I would assume it's going to be the same as
Potion Explosion.
Right?
Yeah.
So
I don't know why they would have prototyped it with those then. Why wouldn't they have just used Potion Explosion marbles?
Prototype wasn't the best, but
I thought
it was kind of rough. I mean, it got the point across, and you definitely playable, but it was a little rough.
That's fair. But anyway, I love engine building games like that.
Yeah.
And they could have just taken all the marbles and made a deck of cards and flopped out 6 of those.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the marbles really, it is gimmicky, but it's really satisfying.
Right.
Yeah. And I do see that, a lot of people are going to be able to do different engines. So everyone's not picking the same engine. I might pick something where whenever I pick a marble, I get this engine going. You might have something where if you ever build a yellow gizmo, you get victory points and whatnot. So different people could play different ways.
It is almost like each color had its own like kind of style.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas in something like Splendor, you kind of want to get everything because you want to get those nobles at the top.
Right.
So I do like this. I don't know. I might like this kind of better, but
than Splendor.
Yeah, I like
Maybe.
Splendor, but as a engine builder, this might be more appealing to me because I do like the idea of there's a lot cooler stuff you can do. In Splendor, it really is just the same 4 actions or whatever.
Yeah, no combo that you're.
Yeah,
really
and eventually
making
it's
up.
just people grabbing cards.
Yeah,
and this is like you get a crazy engine going. So, what were you gonna say, Eric?
Oh, I was gonna say I might like it better than Potion Explosion too, but I did like Potion Explosion quite a bit too. You do miss out on the I can grab here and hit this, and it combos again. So you do miss out on that, which was really nice.
Kind of like combos in a different way, I guess.
Right. So
I fixed my internet while I was sitting here.
Oh,
so it's back up.
Bam! I got it too. Thanks.
Anyway, so yeah, I am straight. This is coming out at Gen Con, I believe.
Yes.
Right.
And I'm totally buying it because I don't know if they'll give me a review copy. But either way. I'm sure that everybody's going to be all over this, but man, this might, I don't know if it will be the game of the con, but I have a feeling it's going to be in the top 5 of Gen Con. So what do you think?
I mean, I really don't.
Oh, I guess we don't know what it's contending against.
What
so.
it's contending with, right? Yeah. So kind of early to say that, but
I think it's going to be a pretty hot game.
Yeah.
They usually have a game or two that's the hotness. So I could see it.
That's what it's to be called. Gizmos, the hotness. Anyway, that's Gizmos. Any final thoughts?
No.
All right. Well, we might revisit this one after we have it.
Right.
We'll see.
Get another couple games under our sleeves here.
Yeah.
And come back and review it again.
And play it with actual components.
Right.
No, they were pretty good components. I mean, like the ring that you put your marbles in so they don't roll around. Mm-hmm. That was pretty rough.
Right.
But everything else was pretty decent. So. Anyway, that's Gizmos.